That's a new way to lift up the enemy.
You can send the enemy up even higher with aerial combinations. This technique is valuable. You can save on time or throw your foe towards environmental. Should you see a use for it, you can also send them crashing into the...
If I rush to the ground afterwards, I can maintain my flow before they get back on their feet.
For that, you know...
Huh.
Sargon, remind me what our ancestors said about Athra.
Athra flows through the universe and all living things. As much as weapons are the extension of our bodies, Athra is the extension of...
Precisely. You've been listening. Athra can be channeled, intensified in... Athra-charged attacks have several advantages. They can be... Look at you. I can see your Athra radiating. You've come a long way since I met you. Now then.
Right in between moves.
You see that? It's effective, and if they do... Are you also able...
I've practiced the technique to crush targets from...
Perfect. These are strong attacks, and they knock back the enemy, marking the end of the combination. With proper training, Athra, the everlasting blaze, is... No fighting style rules above all. The greatest combatants and knowing Europe take massive opponents, for example. They react differently to upward attacks.
My strikes knocked them back, but they're too heavy for me to lift them off the ground.
Worse still, some opponents can ignore the recoil of your strikes because of their build or magic. You must be vigilant. as this means they can counterattack during your fighting combinations.
Are there even worse enemies out there? None of my attacks have any effect on them.
Not showing signs of pain doesn't mean they didn't get hurt. And careful what you wish for. The Citadel is full of mysteries. And one more thing. Some enemies can recover while you're in the middle of your combination. Some can parry your next strike, cutting short your chain of attacks. You can find out for yourself.
I see more and more the benefit of sending the enemy up in the air whenever that's possible.
But you know that's not always possible. The best defense is not always offense. A warrior who throws himself into the fray without defensive skills can win battles, but never wars.
It's not the first time I've heard you say that.
The goal is to structure combat in such a way as to hit the enemy without ever being hit in return. Your dodges, backwards and forwards, allow you to pass through enemy attacks and remain unscathed. Your last strike in a ground combination does not allow these actions. The price to pay for power. You can also end your combination while in the air. You can dodge by doing... Jumping, while chaining attacks, can also be used offensively. Parrying is the best defense against a head-on attack. Not all attacks can be parried. Parrying and dodging are not unique to us, Sargon. You can expect... You already know this well. After...
I could do this all day long.
Attacking from... careful against fast foes. They may turn around and punish your attempt at a sneak attack.
Only if they can match my speed.
You can kick while sprinting to propel the enemy into the background.
And to make a loud...
Sprinting allows you to close the distance.
Artaban, I want to perfect my parrying technique. What do you have for me?
The art of parrying requires perfect timing and faced head-on. You've learned well. As you may have Do be vigilant. Some moves give you better opportunities to counter. Few enemies are able to recover.
Actually, I named them downburst count.
Whatever you say.
I wish I could parry any attack.
You know that's impossible. Fortunately, your senses are sharp. You...
This isn't the whole day's lesson, right?
There is a lesson in every failure. That's what you get. Getting hit this way is particularly dangerous. And your Athra focus takes a hit too.
Well, I can feel...
Athra, the everlasting blaze. It's the flame that gives and takes. And its presence and blessing extend by discern. Athra bestowed Sargon.
Athra said...
Get in... Conversely, taking hits will break your focus. Riskier actions, such as try to parry... Keep in mind that dodging is safer, but it will not build up up. Let's talk about the... It's useful for breaking down defenses. Every warrior, keep in mind that Athra ignites the soul. Great harnessing. Fine work. You now know all the basics. If you learn new moves, perhaps... Good to see you.
What brings you here, traveler?
My allies and I are in pursuit of...
Then you and the others are trapped here, too. Mount Kaf has seen its share of travelers. Beware, warrior.
I've seen my share of death.
Even the most determined of warriors must be prepared. Its unique properties will aid you. Just know that each one is precious and can only be changed at a whack-whack tree.
I'll make good use of this.
Welcome. Welcome. These amulets are...
There are magi in Persepolis. They... Ardashir's. Your... what? Where are your brothers?
My brothers in arms will give theirs too.
Hey, wait!
Father, what's happening to me?
Wait! Who are you? You just disappeared.
Hello.
I've seen these trees along my journey, but you're the first to speak.
No. I'm not a whack-whack tree. I live in it. There are many whack-whack trees across the citadel. Their branches are a refuge for us. And also a great help for travelers like you.
Yes, I've noticed.
These trees have always been here, since the start of all life. Their roots are deep, nourished by the primordial, but now the forest suffers. Here, take...